What if I told you that at OpenAI, there's a team where engineers are banned, actually banned from touching their code editors? The humans steer, the agents write every single line. Today, on this whiteboard, harness engineering, the most important idea in how software gets built now. And I'll give you real examples, so it actually sticks. Let's draw it out. This comes from Ryan Lopopolo, an engineer at OpenAI. For 9 months, his team built software only through agents, no editors allowed. He calls himself a token billionaire, spending around 1 billion tokens a day. Sounds extreme, right? Maybe, but the lessons his team learned apply to anyone who uses AI to write code. Here's the big one.
Principle number 1. Code is free. Let that sink in for a second. The models can write, refactor, and even delete every line you will ever need. They are patient, they work in parallel, they never get tired. So implementation, the actual typing of code, is no longer the scarce resource, which raises the real question: what is scarce now?
3 things: your time, your attention, and the model's context window, its working memory. That's the whole list. Every decision in harness engineering comes back to protecting these 3. Stop spending human hours on work a machine can do, and stop wasting the model's limited memory on noise. Guard the scarce stuff, spend the free stuff.
And that brings us to the most important principle of the entire talk. Since code is free, your job is not to write code anymore. Your job is to build the harness, the system of docs, guardrails, and checks that surrounds the agent and feeds it the right instruction at the right time. You steer, the agent executes, and the harness keeps everything on the road. Now here's the beautiful trick that makes it all work. Everything is a prompt. An agent's file? That's a prompt. A lint rule? A prompt. A failing test? A prompt. Even an error message is a prompt. Every piece of text in your repository is secretly an instruction for the agent. Once you see it this way, you can steer the model without ever touching its weights. Let's make it real. With example 1, picture this: 3 in the morning. Your pager goes off. A network call failed in production. No retry, no timeout. Sound familiar? Here's the human fix. You patch that one call, you merge it, and you go back to bed. And next month, someone writes another network call. Same bug. Humans forget every single time. Now watch the harness fix. You write the rule down once. Every network call needs a retry and a timeout. Then you add a lint, a little automatic check that inspects every network call in the codebase forever. From now on, when any agent writes one, the harness catches it, explains the fix, and the agent corrects itself. That bug is now extinct. Solved once, solved durably. Timing matters too. Don't dump 50 rules on the agent up front. You'll just drown its attention. Remember, that's a scarce resource. Instead, let it cook. Let it build the feature its way. Then at test time, the harness steps in. Nice work. Now split this big component apart before it merges. The right text at the right moment. That is what a great harness does. This means your error messages become little coaches. A bad error message says, "Lint failed." That's it. Useless. A great one says, "Don't put an unknown type here. We parse data at the edge. Use the schema type instead." Hear the difference? One reports a problem. The other teaches the fix. The agent reads it, corrects itself, and moves on. No human needed. Example 2, and honestly, I love this one. Garbage Collection Friday. All week, the humans review code and spot the sloppy bits. Then, every Friday, the team takes each complaint and turns it into a permanent guardrail, a doc, a lint, a review agent. Feedback becomes automation, and week after week, the slop shrinks because the codebase is literally learning. You can even hire a whole review crew made of agents, a security bot, a reliability bot, a front-end architect bot. Each one reads your team's own docs on what good looks like, and they review every single push, instantly. Serious problems block the merge, and unlike human reviewers, these 3 never get tired, and they never skip a Friday afternoon. Example 3, the QA plan.
One product-minded engineer on the team wrote down just once what a great QA plan looks like. That's all they did. Now, every agent on every task produces a proper QA plan with proof attached. One person's expertise multiplied across the entire team forever. Write your best down once, and everyone gets your best. Next trick. Make everything the same. One language, one way to fetch data, one way to write a test. Why? Because sameness makes the agent's next step easy to predict anywhere in your codebase. Less surprise, less wasted attention. And those migrations that used to drag on for 6 months, fire off 15 agents. Migrations actually finish now.
You can even shape your code to fit the model. Ryan's team writes tests about the source code itself. For example, no file longer than 350 lines. Why? Because context is scarce, remember? Small, tidy files fit neatly into the model's memory. They are literally engineering the codebase to be easy for the agent to read.
So how far can this actually go? Here's my favorite part. Ryan kicks off a task, straps his laptop into the backseat of his car, and lets the agent work during his 30-minute commute. No babysitting. The instructions simply say, run until the tests are green. That's trust, not blind trust, harnessed trust. The guardrails made it safe to look away.
Which brings us to the punchline, maybe the most quotable line of the whole talk. Every time you have to type continue to your agent, that is a failure of the harness. Think about that. If the agent stopped and waited for you, some context was missing. Great harness engineering means you can walk away and the work just keeps going.
So what is your job now? You are the staff engineer. You define the work, you decide what good means, you build the guardrails, and then you delegate to as many agents as you can drive at once. Humans move up the stack, setting priorities, designing systems, judging quality. The keyboard work, that part is handled.
So how do you start this Monday? 3 small steps. 1. Have an agent write tests for your existing code. That builds confidence for you and for it. 2. Notice where your week actually goes and automate your biggest time sink. 3. Every week, turn just one piece of review feedback into a permanent guardrail. Small steps, compounding forever.
Let's put the whole board together. Code is free. Your time, your attention, and the model's context are not. So build the harness. Make everything a prompt. Deliver it at the right time. Turn feedback into permanent guardrails. Keep everything the same. And let review agents hold the line. You steer the system. The agents execute. That's harness engineering. Humans steer, agents execute. Don't write the code. Write the system that writes the code. If this clicked for you, give it a like. Subscribe for more whiteboards like this one, and tell me in the comments, what's the first guardrail you would automate? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.